Okay, so this is a particularly nasty looking one. It's always nice when you've got ones. It's always nice when you can make ones for that top left corner. So, right, here we go. This is the one. Okay, now I can't swap anything here to put a 1 in the top left corner. All right, we've got no ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide this particular first equation by -2. But don't forget, I've written it as the augmented matrix first. Okay, here we are. Here's the augmented matrix. Okay, so I can clearly see the numbers. There we go. So to make this into a 1, I'm going to divide everything by -2. And that's why I've got this line here. Think about it. I divide everything by -2 or multiplied everything by -0.5, however the book would say it. I just like to think of divide it by itself. That's how you get a 1. Okay, so I've got that line there. That was fairly straightforward, but nasty looking numbers. Nobody likes fractions. Right, how do I turn this -8 into a 0? Okay, remember, I want to get those diagonal ones with the zeros in place. Okay, so how do I make that negative into a 0? I multiply the first row by 8 and add it to the second row. Multiply this by 8. So again, I'm going to keep, this is always the tedious bit, I'm going to keep the first row. It's just writing the stuff. 21/2. Okay, so if I multiply this by 8 and add it to the -8, I will get 0. If I multiply this by 8 and add it to the -7, so multiply 1 by 8, I get 8, add -7, I'll get 1. It's nice to have a 1 there. Multiply this by 8, well, that's 40/2, that's 20. Oh, and add it, sorry, that's 20. Add it to the -19. Sorry about that, I didn't add it to the -19. What am I doing? Add it to -19, and I get 1. It's okay. Multiply that by 8, I get 20. Add to -19, I get 1. Multiply this by 8. That'll give me, in your calculator, that's actually 84. Take away 8, that's 76. So, not very nice. Okay, so how do I make this third row start with a 0 here? Right, I will multiply this one by +4 and add it to the third row, and that'll give me the 0. Okay, that's the easy bit, it's doing the rest of them. Multiply this by +4, add it to -3, that's 1. Multiply this by +4, what's that? That's 10, add -19, sorry, add -9, that's 1. Multiply this by 4. Okay, let's have a look. Multiply this by 4, you get 84. Divide by 2, you get 42. Add -6, what's that? That's 36. Now, I'm already seeing something a little funny here, because have a look at this. This is telling me y plus z equals 76. This line tells me y plus z equals 36. Two different answers for the same thing. So I know that I think this is going to be no solutions. We can keep on going, in other words, by trying to make this one into a 0. Okay, let's just do it anyway. So again, I know this is going to be no solutions. I mean, if you can see that, because those bottom two lines make no sense. You can't have x and y equals 76 and x and y equals 36. So again, I'll write that out. Again, I've got the 0 there, I've got the 1 there, that's good. I've got a 1 there, that's okay for now. Okay, so to make this, okay, down here, into a 0, I multiply the second row by -1 and add it to the third row. Okay, so again, multiply this by -1 and add it to this, I will get 0. Multiply this by -1 and add it to this, I will also get 0. Again, it's starting to make no sense. Maybe multiply this by -1. Add it to this. Is that -40? So here we go. This line here, this is telling me 0 equals for -40. I've got no letters left. Look, there's no x, y, or z. So this is the no solution one. Okay. If you remember, if I end up with this on the bottom row, I'm predicting this now. Well, let's put a line there. If I end up with that in the bottom row, that's going to be the infinite amount of solutions one. Okay, but I didn't. I ended up with this. This is one that makes no sense. So we'll deal with this in another video.